It'll be 1 to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Robin, Monty Dutton, Gas and Gazette. You obviously are right when you talk about how it's easy to look at in hindsight. But it seems like to me the operative thing here is foresight. Because if it's kind of like a perfect storm of the tire, the car, and the surface, new car, then where do you go from here to prevent a disaster like this from happening again?
Well, and what disaster might you be talking about? Next year at this time or next race?
Well, if this is a particularly difficult racetrack to have all this, I mean, would you do a lot more testing? Would you have an open testing? Would you have more Goodyear testing? What you have to thought about this?
Let's look at it this way. You know, it's obvious. It's fair to say that we won't do the same thing next year we did this year, and it would be fair to say we're going to, you know, everybody put their best foot forward and try to do a better job. But we've also been here 15 times, right? And in 15 times, the only other problems that we've had is having to really regulate low tire pressures and make sure that the teams didn't beat the tire up. We're 1 for 15 in the loss column, and that coupled with having a new car, that coupled with people didn't think that we were going to need to test here. You know, everybody's got a little skin in the game here, and you know, and I think everybody knew that. The teams knew it, we knew it, Goodyear knew it. And that's why I think you saw everybody working together on pit road today, in the tower and in the Goodyear building, to do everything we can, manage our tires, and put on the best race we could for the fans. So, you know, we've got one time that we didn't do the right thing, and we tried to put our best foot forward and make the best judgment calls that we could, getting prepared for this race. And it for sure didn't come off the way that we wanted it to either.
I have two questions. Matt Crossman from Sporting News Today. Because, like you said, this is a unique track, and they're looking for the rest of the season. All the tracks you've either been to or they are very similar to tracks you've been to. Do you feel confident assuring fans that we're not going to have another race like this?
Yeah, we do, because we've been to every racetrack. I think the only one we haven't been to with this car yet is maybe Kansas City. So, you know, as much as we thought Pocono and here is the same, it is for a lot of things, but it's obvious that that there's not enough margin in the tire. We used to run the same tire at Pocono and here, and we can't even do that anymore. A lot of the tire groups have been separated out for different racetracks. So, you know, there are no guarantees, I can say that. The only thing that we can guarantee is a lot of hard work by everybody to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Can you recall another race in NASCAR history where the track didn't rubber up? I can't remember one, and if there was one, what did the sport do to fix that the next time?
Go ahead and repeat the question.
The problem was the track didn't rubber up.
Right.
Seems unusual. I can't remember that happening before. Can you, and if you can, what did you do to fix it?
I can't remember it not rubbering up either. I do know that we've seen other tracks. I don't think Dover rubbered up in the spring like we thought it was going to. You know, you don't know what makes the track take rubber sometimes. You really don't. You know, you don't know what weather's been through there, how clean it is. You know, they've had a lot of, you know, the track's been washed or anything from a lot of rains and whatnot. So I have not seen this in a long time. I've seen issues that were similar to this, but it wasn't the track rubbering in or not.
Okay. Okay.
Robin Paul Kaminsky, CBS News. What do you tell the fans who may be disappointed that they didn't see a lot of green flag passing and, you know, side-by-side action that they normally see at a NASCAR Sprint Cup race? What do you tell those disappointed fans?
Well, you know, if they're good fans, they know that occasionally something like this will go on, and not all, you know, you'd like to think that all of our races have something for somebody, right? Not everybody's driver wins. Not everybody's pit crew has the best the best stops. You know, and not every race is a barn burner. But the fact of the matter is that we've got 43 teams that are competing at the same time. There's generally some action to find and to watch in our races all the way around the racetrack. So, you know, it's okay. If you're a good fan and you don't get what you want, it's okay to be disappointed, you know. And, you know, we can be disappointed right along with you. And you know, we're here to put on the best races we can, and we do a damn good job of it. You know, most of the time, and everybody in this garage, inside of these walls, you know, works real hard to do that. All the competitors, all of our partners, Goodyear and the manufacturers, and all of our officials to do the best that we can. So, you know, there's times that you may be disappointed, and that's okay too. That's what makes us try to do a better job next time around.
We have one more from
Dominique Frizzell is on the Morel again. Would you consider running either, I don't know, 1 or 2 support events to help the track get seasoned in time for the Sunday Big Show?
Well, that's support events. That's a different group of people, not me. All right, I'm nuts and bolts and tires and all of that. But on the other hand, if you look what happened, we just ran a 400-mile race with 43 competitors and we didn't rubber it in. I don't think a nationwide or a truck series race was going to help us today.
Okay, Robin, thank you very much for
No
joining
problem.
us.
Oh, okay.